Hi guys, I am Girl Gone Bookish. I'm your Monday here on Bookish Friends, and this week we are going to be talking about books that we love. And I went through my books, and I'm trying to choose books that I don't mention a lot on my normal channel because I feel like there are certain books that I mention over and over again. So I chose I chose about 5 books that I want to share with you. And these are books that I absolutely love. I could read over and over again, or books of the genre that I could read over and over again. And I'll explain as I go. The first book I chose was The Other Boleyn Girl by Philippa Gregory. I love her books. I could read The Other Boleyn Girl 1,000 times and not get tired of it. But also this genre, the historical fiction genre, I just can't get enough of, especially if it's by Philippa Gregory. She just does such a wonderful job at not making it seem so boring. Like sometimes history can be kind of boring, and I know these aren't actual historical facts, but they are based on historical facts. And if you go Google a lot of things that she puts in her book, they are very accurate. And it's said that she only makes up the conversations between characters, but the events actually occurred. But anyway, I don't know how true that is. That's what Google says. And if you find it on the internet, it's not always the truest thing. But anyway, her stories I just love, and I love this one probably the most of all. The next book that I chose is The Reader by Bernard Schlink, I guess is how you say his name. This was just a really good book. This is the movie cover. A really good book. It was about Nazi Germany and some war crimes that happened, and there is this woman who can't read. She's accused of some war crimes. I don't know. It doesn't sound that interesting, but it was actually one of the best books that I've ever read, and I think it really captures what was going on in that time period, but it kind of shows the background, what was going on behind the scenes. There's the stuff that we all see and that we all have heard about, but this kind of shows you about the Nazi part of it and the people that were Nazis and involved in that part. So I don't know, it's just told from a different perspective, I guess. Interesting story. It's a lot more than just Nazi Germany. There's the whole, it's present day. It's not set, Anyway, it's just a really good book. I really recommend this if you haven't read it. The next book I chose is Vanity Fair by William Makepeace Thackeray. I love this book. I love the movie with Reese Witherspoon, if you haven't seen it. It's just really good. Again, this is a book that I can read and read over and over again. But also, this time period, this setting, I just really love it. Loved the whole story. William Makepeace Thackeray is one of the greatest writers. I love his writing. So anyway, if you haven't read this book, check it out. Sorry, my dogs went insane. If you don't want to read this book, because it is a pretty large book, if you don't want to read it, at least see the movie. The movie pales in comparison to the book, but it's still a pretty decent movie. Forbidden by Tabitha Zuma. I really enjoyed this book. It's probably one of my favorite YA books. The reason I like it, a lot of people are disgusted by it because it is about an incest relationship between a brother and a sister. However, the way she portrayed it and why they get into this relationship and how things go, it's just really moving, really sad. I don't know, it's just a different kind of YA book, and I really like it because it's so controversial, and it really makes you think, why were these two in this kind of relationship, and, if you understand where they're coming from or not. I don't know. I felt pretty compassionately about their relationship. Compassionately? Compassionately. Is that even a word? Anyway, I felt a lot of compassion towards the two characters. Let me say it like that. Not because I agree in any incest relationship, but the way it came about and the stuff that they went through, I don't know, it really made me look inside myself and try not to judge these two people. I don't know. It's hard to explain until you've read the book and how it makes you feel. It's hard. A lot of people won't read it because of what it's about, but I say go for it and see how you would feel towards them. And the last book I chose isn't a fiction book or anything like that. I'm not even sure if I've talked about it on my personal channel, but it's called Weird Kentucky, and they are these people that go around and they make ones for different states. I'm not sure how many states they have done right now, but I know they're kind of working on all 50, and it's just different weird things that have happened in Kentucky or strange landmarks, stuff like that. It's famous people. The Creation Museum is in here. What else is in here? Stuff about local famous people. The Goat Man of Poe Flick is in here. It's kind of like a Bigfoot story, except we have a goat man instead of a Bigfoot. UFOs. I don't know, just all different kinds of things. I love this book. I never get tired of reading it and rereading it. I have a whole section of Kentucky stuff. I just like to read about my state and different weird things that are unique to only Kentucky. Which there's a lot of weird stuff in Kentucky. But anyway, those are my books that I love, and books that especially this one, I look at a lot. I had this off the shelf just the other day looking at it. So yeah, these are the books that I love and I could reread over and over again. Leave a comment and tell me what some of yours are, or do a response video to mine or any of the other guys' videos. Anyway, guys, that's all I have for this week. I hope you had a great weekend, and I will see you next Monday. Bye.